we are for the Mage Edition. Trying to get our Shaman in here. They jumped on him first, so I didn't actually get aggro. Alright, Armory round 2. This one's not quite as pre-cleared as the last one, although they did come in here and start pre-clearing. I'm starting to think this Rambo guy just lives here, because he didn't go anywhere from the last group. And I think that Hunter was here as well. Most of this is a new group, but those two guys didn't even leave from the last group that my rogue was in. They're still here. Basically just running this place over and over to farm Heroid, which is common. There's the elementals, which is actually fire. That means I won't be able to hit it with a fire blast. Is there a chest here? Maybe they got it already. Snatch it before the rest of us get here, which is clever. Got my new fire wand. Higher DPS than the shadow wand I have, and it's got foyer damage on it. Which doesn't do me any good against this mob. Gotta hit this thing with my stick. Maybe I should buff up, huh? Buff the other guys, didn't I? Well, since you asked so nicely. But I did summon a bunch of extra. Give some to this guy, too. It's too bad none of the Shamans want a tank. Otherwise, we wouldn't be looking for tanks all day. Like, they literally sit around and say, looking for tank, when their class could do it. They just don't want to spec for it. It's like, oh no, you mean I'd have to get that improved block talent and that parry? It's like, I don't want to do that. That doesn't help me solo mobs. So they're like, fuck that. Although it's hard for me to blame them, because the last time I played it, a Shaman, which I actually recorded, that's my other Warcraft LP, I went enhancement too. I can't blame them for not doing what I didn't do. But I figured recording enhancement would be more interesting, as opposed to me trying, or tanking or healing, which those roles are more boring. But now I kind of regret it, because no one else tanks as a Shaman. So that would have actually been more interesting to see. But another factor is the fact that I had to deal with PvP bullshit on that server. You wouldn't fight players very well if you were spec to tank. But you see, this is a PvE realm, so you'd think they would all spec for that. Here we go. Now let's just aggro everything. Okay, well, I tried. Are any of them hitting me? Yeah, one's hitting me. actually have aggro one when I do this. I actually brought my sleeping powder out because I figured the Scarlet Monastery dungeons and me soloing whatever shit I'm soloing in Stranglethorn and all the trolls would be a good time to use it. So the sleeping powder that I got in Terrace Hall has just been sitting in the bank all this time. So I can actually double CC right now, which I just tried to do, but they broke it. Maybe I should drink. Hammer of Expertise. It's got a duration on it. What the hell is that from? We didn't actually need those mobs, but last time they aggroed through the damn wall, so I ain't gonna complain about clearing them. I got my critical mass maxed. From this point on, I'll just be pumping up firepower. My combustion's going to be a little bit delayed because of the points I put over into Frost, but it was worth having the 2% hit all this time. I probably avoided hundreds of damn resists at this point. Or I should say misses, not resists. Oh, there's a chest there. Okay. Got a Tauren Hunter. You don't see very many of those. Although the race is not bad. Tauren is not bad for anything that can roll Tauren. But it's not all that popular for hunters. Most people want the bow skill. He's trolling me. No, I've got it. He actually did worse on his second one than he did on the first. A plan I can use, technically. That is not as good as the one I've got on my... I'm not sure. I think my warrior did get a new glove. My warrior got a few upgrades as well. You got a quest reward glove and a quest reward shoulder. He got the same level 36 gun that my rogue got. I made both of them, put a scope on both, made the ammo. Fire womb. I don't remember if that's better than what my warrior has. I'll probably just mail it over. Yeah, there they go, through the damn wall again. Just die already. Don't make me use my evocation for you. Who was able to loot that mob that ran back there? There's another post for a tank. My rogue is in that guild. I actually dropped the guild that my warrior was in because it's just crap. Tempest has a cooler name than these other guilds, but it's much smaller and I don't think it's planning to raid at 60. These other two guilds are, but might not be doing it on days that I can actually go. Currently, there are two guilds that have started to enter Molten Core. They're actually entering it together. Because they're the only ones going in there right now. Which that reunion's probably not going to last very long if they get more 60s. My characters aren't even to 40 yet and don't have a mount. So don't need to worry about raiding right now. I'm getting close to having enough mount money for one guy. I have to decide who to put it on first. I'm thinking of putting it on the rogue, because my engineers have fallen behind. Both my alchemists are capped 225, but my miners are like, I think my warrior's 205 and the rogue is like 210. We're really hurting for mithril. And it's practically non-existent until you get to the damn 40s. Double crit that guy. 2 stacks of Ignite. But the thing with Ignite is that when you crit a second time, it refreshes, so it just keeps rolling on. How come I'm trying to drink? I cranked a fireball off on me. So if I crit twice, the first Ignite refreshes. If I crit a third time, they both refresh. I think it only stacks up to 4. But when you have multiple fire mages, they're all sharing that same 4 slots. So they just get this powered up Ignite that just keeps rolling and rolling. It'll have 4 stacks, and because people keep critting, it'll just keep rolling in. It's not limited to you. Like, any mage can take advantage of it if they're fired. And they have the Ignite talent. Oh, fuck this. Fire ends up being the best caster tree after Molten Core and Blackwing Lair, once you can use it. Mages are forced to go Frost early on, because damn near everything's immune to fire, but later on, you can actually go fire. Who's ready for the firebomb? Bomb 1, bomb 2, and we'll put a blizzard out there. My blizzard is weak though, because I'm not frost. Are you a rogue? Get my warrior his whirlwind soon. He's probably not going to have it before he comes in here. I might just like dump Blizzard altogether, because it just isn't really worth using as a fire mage. I may as well just stand here idle for 5 seconds and then just recast the Flame Strike instead of casting Blizzard. In fact, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Drop this. That's a macro. Just put the Flame Strike there. You don't even need Blizzard. Too bad I didn't pay over a gold for that rank, because that was a new rank of Blizzard. I got a new rank of Blizzard at 36. I also got Pyroblast, Fireball, and Mana Shield was another one. Did I get Blast Wave? I think I got Blast Wave as well, rank 2 now. Where's the Mana Regen Totem? Oh, it's up here. My bad. That mob's almost dead. Fire Blast. Shame it has a Corpse Maker that I never got, but I only went in there once on the warrior. What's funny is that there's a whole bunch of multi-boxers just cheating this game, playing like 3 to 5 characters at once. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Even though you're cheating and Blizzard should ban you for it, they just don't care. I'm not gonna give Blizzard $15 per character and just so I can cheat. Last week. For one, I hardly have that kind of money laying around. I'm not going to be giving Blizzard $75 so I can have a whole group of characters. But that's why they allow it. If you could do that without paying a sub, I'm sure they would ban your ass on the spot. If you could somehow do all of that with one account, they'd be like, nuh-uh, we're not having that. But since you have to pay a sub for each character that you're boxing all at one time, they're fine with it. But it's their game. It's their rules, which they're choosing not to enforce. You'd think they would just edit the rules and say multi-boxing's fine. We don't care what hacks, cheats, bots, or whatever you run. We don't care how much you automate the game or what third-party software you use or whatever. Like, we don't care. But instead, they write their rules as if they do care, then they just don't enforce them. And this is very common in the game industry. Oh man, my warrior's gonna have a tough fucking time finding a group for this place. Mage and rogue, walk right in here, because they know you're not after anything from the boss. Last wave. Technically, you don't need to wait out the whole 8 seconds of that ability, because it takes you 3 seconds to cast a thing, so you could just start at the 5-second mark, and as soon as the fire ended from the first one, the second bomb would hit. So you could clip into it without hurting your damage. You can get a 3-second head start on the next strike. As opposed to having a 3-second gap between flame strikes. 3k of mana. My mage also got a few upgrades recently. The Aurora gloves came from farming elementals. So did that boat. I got both of those from farming elementals for my warrior. This I purchased, it was very cheap. Probably because most people don't care about spirit. The necklace, I think I got that on camera. Round these up for me, please. Get them together. Burn in righteous fire. Last wave's got a 45-second cooldown, but it is instant cast, and it has a daze on it. Twisted robe of stamina. That'll put put some strength on your mage. Yeah, we don't want it. My mage has Wind Fury on his stick. Maybe I should swing it when I'm out of mana. I think that was it for upgrades. My mage came, the wand came from the class quest. I had to do several quests to get that. There's still more quests to do. But after that, it'll be for a rogue. But I gotta kill a level 40 elite demon. Probably not gonna try to do that before 38. The elite that my warrior has to kill, he's just fucked. There's no way he'd be able to solo that thing. If he had the whirlwind from the quest, then he might be able to do it. But you have to kill the thing to get the axe. But I should be able to find someone for it. I don't have the key. Should have done a library run. Although technically, you only needed to kill the first guy in the courtyard for the quest. We shall not defile these mysteries. Oh wait, I'm the Scarlet Champion.
Ah, I've been waiting for a real challenge. Blades of light.
And that is what happens when you leave totems up outside the door. When you aggro this guy, mobs spawn outside the door to ensure that you can't run away. Put that sleeping powder to use, I guess, but... trying to kill this one. Probably gonna be a wipe, though. I'm not gonna bother trying to run.
Is that all?
I'm gonna melee Heroid and die. There's a shaman noob mistake for you. There were enemies out there after the fight started. They literally spawn when you ding Heroid. So if you leave a totem out there, guess what? They hit the totem, then they aggro you. That's how totems work. But these videos are being pretty quick, so we're not really hurting for time here. Blizzard kind of intended you to do more than one of these wings at a time, not just pick one and do that one. I don't have this mage armor hotkey because I don't use it most of the time, but perks in those. They only sell for a few copper, so it's hardly worth picking up. 25 copper. Whoa. Thought they were closer to the door. Well, we would have survived if we aggroed them because other people are here, but... There's no point casting a polymorph if we know what they want to do. Too bad I can't use these invis pots in combat. As a damn vanish. But no, they don't give that to you. Because then everyone would have the potions and wiping wouldn't really be a concern. Unless it required alchemy to use. That would be something. Oh, that third flame strike was not mana efficient, but they're dead. Alright, take two. Don't leave totems out there this time. I completely forgot that he gets magic immunity while he spins, by the way.
Ah, I've been waiting for a real challenge.
He is level 40. I believe the next bosses are 42, so ideally we'll get more levels on us.
Fades of light.
See, immune. Can't do anything about that. Could crank up a pyro, though. Take advantage of the cast time. That's when you use a pyro.
Fades of light.
It doesn't hit totems because totems are overpowered. Although we're still the inferior faction. We got nothing on paladins. Wind Fury is okay. We gotta take every advantage that we can get, because Horde's the underdog in this game. The Master has fallen. You will pay for this treachery. Couldn't send them all in together. Jade. Some good money off these idiots. They actually drop a tavern. There's the Scarlet Crusade tavern. I'm just juggling characters on this guy. It's like, yeah, well now it's my warrior's turn, so... Seeing if any more of these can be looted. Alright, I am hearthing out of here. I'm just gonna switch characters. No, I cannot portal. Portals are at 40. Thunder Bluff port is actually 50. You get 2 of them at 40 and 1 at 50. But that's it for this run. That was pretty short.